So I want to do a new video with the current updates for all RGBA fighters, starting with Mikey Garcia. He's got a fight March 16th, 2019 at the AT&T Cowboys Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Full credit to Crown Boxing for this flyer that they made. I got it off of Instagram. There's been a little bit of controversy over Mikey posting a picture of himself with Victor Conte of Snack up north in Northern California. The only fighter I noticed in the picture was Andy El Tiburon Vences from San Jose. So it's been a lot of people's ears are perking because of Victor Conte's previous involvement in steroid use with Balco and stuff like that. So that's very hot. It's on everybody's videos right now. Victor Conte, Mikey working alongside Victor Conte. I have seen Snack make deliveries to RGBA. I don't remember if it was in Oxnard or if it was already here in Riverside. But Robert Garcia also was interviewed, I believe, on the Boxing Voice and said that all his team is with Snack except for Mares and Ramirez. So that kind of made sense since ES News had already it had already been seen on ES News that they had involvement with Snack. Abner Mares has been training hard. He's been in the gym. He's been seen in the gym even on Christmas there in Riverside. So he's got a fight February 9th at the StubHub with Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis also got sparring. I think they actually have um, a conference today, uh, news media conference. So Gervonta was here last night in LA, and he got some sparring from at 10 Goose, but the sparrers were from Brandon Krause's gym. Josecito Lopez also had a press conference with Keith One-Time Thurman, and both of them are looking already in shape. Both of them look like they're world-class athletes that stay in shape year-round. Josecito Lopez, 36-7-0, fighting at the Barclays, January 26, 2019, against undefeated Keith One-Time Thurman. Jose Carlos Ramirez is fighting Jose Cepeda. Robert disclosed that he chose Cepeda as an opponent. He had two options. He chose Cepeda because he was already training Mares for a southpaw in Tank and training Mikey in a southpaw with Spence. So this fight will be taking place in Fresno. We have no updates on Brandon Rios, but we do know that he signed a 3-fight deal with Matchroom Boxing. So we'll see when his next fight comes up. Esquiva Falcao is scheduled to fight for a title. He's 22-0, 15 knockouts. He's an Olympian from Brazil, Esquiva Falcao, on February 15th. Eric De Leon dislocated his shoulder in his last fight in Louisiana. I believe he had surgery, and he's in therapy in Detroit, Michigan. He's very active on social media, both on Twitter and on Instagram. So follow Eric De Leon, 18-0 with one draw. He had a draw in this year in 2018 against Andy El Tiburon Vences from San Jose, California at the StubHub. 18-0 and 1 with 10 knockouts. He is a top-ranked fighter. Joshua El Profesor Franco, 14-1 and 1, is going to get his payback to his one loss against Luis Fernandez. I believe he's from Argentina. Luis Leon Fernandez, Emmanuel Fernandez. January 26th, the Golden Boy, he's a Golden Boy fighter. He'll be fighting in Houston. Hector Tanajara just got a win in Indio at Fantasy Springs, 16-0, probably taking the rest of the year off. Same thing with Jonathan Thunder Navarro from East LA, 16-0, 8 knockouts. Had a very tough opponent in Indio, Fantasy Springs. I believe it was December 8th. He's probably off for the rest of the year as well. Carlos Licona, the new IBF strawweight champion. Robert mentioned that he's fighting in February. More details to be disclosed soon. 14-0, 2 knockouts from Westminster. Born in Mexico City. Carlos El Mexicanito Licona his sister is also a fighter. I think she pro debuted with this year. Cookie is her is her nickname. I believe her name is Lina Licona. Carlos Licona, 14-0, 2 knockouts. IBF strawweight champion, turned champ against Mark Anthony Barriga in the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury card, December 1st at Staples Center. Virgil Ortiz Jr., 11-0, 11 knockouts, just re-signed a new contract with Golden Boy. He was scheduled to fight on the Canelo Fielding card, but he had eye surgery, so the Nevada State Athletic Commission did not approve him for fighting on that event. Joseph Adorno, 11-0, was very active this year. I think his younger brother Jeremy might be signing with Top Rank very soon, and probably also signing on with Robert Garcia in management. I do not believe they train with Robert, but Robert does go to their fights, and he's their cornerman. He's cornerman for Joseph Adorno. If I'm correctly, they also they brought light to Alexis Macizo El Espino. They might be from the same area in Pennsylvania, but I'll get more details on that connection later. Alejandro Porkchop Guerrero, 9-0, 7 knockouts. I have not checked BoxRec today, but Robert mentioned that he was going to be fighting in December. He's from Irving, Texas, from the Dallas area, and he fights under the Mikey Garcia banner. Luis King Louis Coria, 9-2-0. He's the main event headliner for Prospects Collide, January 18th in San Bernardino. Genaro El Conde Gamez, 8-0, 5 knockouts, from San Diego. He's a Golden Boy fighter. He's scheduled to fight along with stablemate Joshua El Profesor Franco, January 26th in Houston. Jaime Munguia will be the main event on that card. Misael El Chino Rodriguez, 8-0, 4 knockouts. Just came back from Exalton, Mexico. Exalton is a kind of like a reality show where they're doing athletic competition. So I think he was pretty much out for 6 months, but dropped tons of weight and might compete at 154 or possibly even 147. All his fights have been at 160. So he has also said he's got a fight in January, but no details have been revealed. Jesse Bam Rodriguez just fought December 1st. Had 4 fights this year. Also fought on the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder card, pay-per-view on Showtime in Staples Center. Lindolfo Delgado stayed very active this year. He is fighting on Sunday, January 13th at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles, televised on FS1. He was also listed in Ring Magazine as a prospect to look out for. 7-0, 7 knockouts, promoted by Richard Schaefer's Ringstar Sports, along with Misael El Chino Rodriguez and the Valderas brothers. Brandon Bulletproof Glanton just posted last night on his Instagram that he has a fight date on the Thurman Lopez card. So at the Barclays in New York, he is a light heavyweight. He has fought 2 or 3 times under Mikey Garcia's banner. He's 7-0, 6 knockouts. He's from Atlanta, so he's got a fight date. He has not been seen in the gym. As far as ES News, he has not been seen in Riverside. Manuel Flores, 7-0, 5 knockouts, managed by Cameron Duncan. Robert asked Cameron if he could be on the Prospects Collide card, and Cameron said that he could. That's a good relationship between Robert Garcia and Cameron Duncan. They're longtime friends. So Manuel Flores, 7-0, 5 knockouts. I believe he's from Coachella. Will be fighting on the Prospects Collide card, January 18th in San Bernardino. Isidro Ochoa, 6-0, 2 knockouts. We have not heard from Isidro, so no current updates on him. No updates on Brian Lua, another top-ranked fighter. Isidro Ochoa and Brian Lua are top-ranked fighters. Aaron Morales pro debuted this year with RGBA. I believe it was in March in San Antonio. He had 5 fights. His last fight was on the Cholo Salcedo versus Maurice Hooker card. So he's coming along Very well. 5-0, 3 knockouts. Aaron Morales. On the Prospects Collide card, a Fontana, California fighter. Ray Danger Murataya, 5-0, 3 knockouts. I believe he does not have a promoter. Ruben Rodriguez, 4-0, 1 knockout from Indio, has been moved from the Prospects Collide card over to the Sunday card at the Microsoft Theater in LA, which will be televised on FS1. So a nice change for Ruben Rodriguez going from Prospects Collide over to FS1. Brandon B-Fly Macias, 3-0, 2 knockouts, has a fight scheduled for January 18th on the Prospects Collide card in San Bernardino. Brandon B-Fly Macias from Phoenix, Arizona. Also being managed by Mikey Garcia. Robert Biggie Rodriguez has not been seen in the gym. We have no updates on him. He's from the Dallas. He might be from San Antonio, I'm not sure. But he's from Texas. Isaac Colunga, 2-0, 1 knockout. A fighter from Corona, star high school football athlete, will be fighting on the Prospects Collide in San Bernardino, January 18th. That's Friday. Isaac Colunga from Corona. And then Manny Rodriguez, not to be confused with Gucci Manny, Manuel Flores. I believe this is Ruben Rodriguez's younger brother. So no updates on him. Alexis Espino will be making his pro debut on the Prospects Collide Garcia Promotions. Espino is signed to Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing. I believe he's going to start at 168. So Alexis El Macizo Espino. And then I also want to give photo credit to that flyer by with Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia at Crown Boxing. I'm Sonteo Media. You can follow me on Twitter at Sonteo_media or on Instagram Sonteo_media. More videos coming soon. Thank you for watching.